There's a freaking straight hurricane outside right now. We'll get started here in a little bit. Just give me a few more moments. Again, it is just absolute. I don't know what it is. Whenever I start my live streams with you guys, instantly, it's a freaking straight up hurricane outside every time. Woo! All right. Let's go back to action here. I had to get a little. I just got so wet. I just had to get a little filler footage for the recap video. All right, let me get myself out of the way here. And let's get started. So good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. We first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a great, relaxing, healthy weekend. Today it's Monday the 20th of July and it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 15 minutes before the market opens at 9:30 and then we'll wrap up trading usually around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Quick reminder for everyone that's new, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. My trades are quick and not meant to be followed. Always know yourself why you are entering and exiting a stock. Know your targets. This community is a place to help each other, and anyone spamming will be put in timeout and possibly kicked by me or a moderator. Check out the video description below for some FAQs. Got a bunch of stuff down there, and let's get into it. So IMRN was and kind of still is one of our lead gappers. I mean, it was up much more than DPW earlier. 4 million float, really nice. At about 7 a.m. it was up 90%. It's an Australian biotech FDA guidance on oral therapeutic phase 2 E. coli study. So it looks pretty good. A lot of selling though pre-market, so just be very careful. I'd probably consider buying this one at market open into a red degree move or something like that. I had one pretty decent move here. Let me quickly get rid of this. This was a pretty sweet trade. I was up like I think 7% on this one, and yeah, made about like 75 cents a share on this one. I was up like 75 bucks roughly, give or take. And then I tried another pullback trade right here, looking for a continuation on the breakout, but it didn't work, unfortunately. And for some reason, I didn't close my position on this pullback, which I should have, and I could have, walked still away with like 40 bucks profit or so. We just had so much big buying volume, and I was like, this, I was a little overly biased. I was like, the chance that this is maybe a reversal or just a quick pullback, I felt like it was pretty high. So I kept on holding it, and then eventually I had my stop at 1207, and then I get stopped out. It bounces back here to 1240 or so, and then it pulls back. So I mean, it was good that I got stopped out, but it was kind of annoying because I was kind of the low on this tick right here. So yeah, I basically was up 7% or so based on my average position size, and then now I'm down. The only thing I did right was, since this isn't my favorite setup, I used smaller position size. So that alone reduced some of the downside, but still kind of annoying to kind of give back all your profits pre-market. Let's quickly go to the daily chart here. Check this one out. IMRN, has been a former runner, and this thing's probably, or this thing is on the backside of a big move, and it probably has a lot of back holders in it. So I'm not surprised that it's having a lot of selling momentum right now, and I also wouldn't be surprised that once the market opens, a lot of sell orders are gonna get triggered. So just be very cautious on that. I'd be a little bit careful with the market open. Who knows? Could just absolutely rip higher. I like the support around 10, so that's what I would be looking for on a possible dip trade. So we'll have to see how this one kind of opens up. Let's quickly go back to the daily chart. I mean, we've had a lot of spikes on IMRN, but a lot of have not held their highs pretty well. Kind of like a one-day wonder kind of ticker here. Let's go to DPW. This is the second lead gapper on the day that I'm looking at. actually I had one trade on this one. This first trade was a total dud. I only got 10 shares filled. I'm not even sure if I'm going to document this one, but I might as a partial fill. I like to kind of just document everything, but it's always annoying when you're just documenting a few shares because you only got a partial execution on it, but it is what it is. So for this one, DPW at 7 a.m., it was gapping up about 60%. Right now it's at 150%. So it's been making big moves all pre-market. This thing is very thickly traded right now. So another reason why I think maybe it's going to have a quick little pullback in the market open. 5 million float. So like IMRN with a 4 million float, this thing is very, very explosive, has that potential to make some big moves. US Electric and Equipment Company, they have a new EV electric vehicle charging line. So that's really, really nice. And I've noticed that they've been really, really strong all morning. So the one time I was trying to really trade these guys was right here at $4. I was looking for a pullback into the 80s, 380s or so. And the reason is because we had this kind of 9-minute EMA support here on the 5-minute, and I wanted to see that crack a little bit with low volume. And ultimately, that's kind of what happened, but we didn't hit my target for my entry. And then, then it went up here like 32%. So this one never really pulled back as much as I wanted to. So I missed a few entries, tried to get this dip here, but I didn't get my fill. And then I tried a little breakout trade here, but I got so shaken out on this one. You know me with breakout trading, it's always a bit of a disaster. So I always use small size, and I'm fairly quick with my breakout trades because statistically it's not my best. So yeah, I think, I got DPW on my second chart over here. So I'm going to be watching this one for sure out of the gate. And then I think IMRN is another one I'm going to be watching on my main screen. And then TNXP, this is another ticker that kind of was pulling up here a little bit. 52 million float, so kind of big. Was up 40% at first when I was looking at it. US Biotech, they have a collaboration on precise medicine technologies around coronavirus. So kind of an interesting macro kind of news trend. I always like to hear that stuff. So I think TNXP could be kind of interesting, but it's been a weird one to trade, I feel like. Had a nice pullback here to $1. Would have been good to just throw out a limit order in this zone. Those dollar bounces they tend to be quite nice regardless. So we have huge support here at $1, like we've already talked about. And then here from $1.10 to $1.30, we have an interesting kind of resistance, support and resistance zone. So I'm not sure if we're going to really be breaking through this area. You can already see that we've kind of hit big resistance here once before pre-market. So at 133. Yeah. Maybe we're going to have another, gapper popping up any moment, but for now, that's kind of my game plan, kind of focus on IMRN for, possible red to green, and then DPW. I don't know. It's hard to say what I want to do with DPW. I'm just going to take it slow, I guess. It is Monday after all, and I've already kind of given back all my profits from my first pre-market trade. So you want to be a little bit careful there. I'm exactly up $3 today, so nothing really too interesting. THBX from the day before. I'll quickly pull it up. We got time. HTBX, my bad. Is it past the 2.5 zone? Woo, ran all the way up to 3, pulled back to 2.6 or so, bouncing back up. This one's getting quite interesting. Woo. I gotta get off the Mondays. So if you guys are trading this ticker, HTBX, be a little bit mindful. If it does not break and hold above $3, there's a good chance it will probably continue pulling back. So that is definitely something to kind of keep in mind. I'm not sure if I'm going to be trading HTBX. Maybe if it has huge volume, but I'm not a fan of trading these overextended stocks because when they drop, they tend to drop pretty nicely. I see you guys calling out IBIO about 30% pre-market. That dip back to 4.5 was quite nice, huh? Hopefully some of you guys got it. IBIO is clearly in an uptrend, just like HTBX. Third big green day in a row. Let's see what today has in store for it. It is already up at 560. This is going to be a pretty interesting one for sure. Big moves on it. I feel like today we have a lot of older tickers kind of popping up on our scanners. I see Stephen Corey talking about SRNE. Let me look at SRNE first and then we'll quickly pull up. Yeah, so SRNE is really just making moves pretty recently. Oftentimes when you see this, the open is much, much nicer because it doesn't have time to be totally priced in just yet. Breaking that 9 zone. Maybe it's going to hit 10 at the market open. This is going to be an interesting one to watch for sure. Anyone already trading it? Right now having that little VWAP bounce back above. This could be pretty good. This is going to be fun to watch for sure. Who's watching SRNE out of the gates? I'm not sure. Let's see, SRNE. FDA clearance, phase 2. This is a US biotech with a 168 million float. Just keep that in mind. That's a really big float. Which should give a pretty decent reason not to just totally dump, but also might not give it the biggest reason to have too much spike ability. Yeah, the move might be a little bit small. I don't know. It's nothing's really guaranteed. I mean, we've also had tickers with 100 million float absolutely explode like a low float, but it's a little bit more rare. So actually in my NKLA video, we were talking about the $30 to $40 zone as being a potential area for a dip trade. And actually that happened. So that it went down to 40 bucks. Now, it bounced back up to 60. Those are all metrics that we talked about in our video almost to the T. I did not take advantage of that. I was just too busy with other things. I probably would have waited for it to go lower into like the 35s or something. But it was a pretty solid dip. So you could see there's a lot of technical traders on NKLA based on the way it's trading. So pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what it's going to do in this zone. It's not as clear anymore. Yeah, Mark, really nice move on that. BRQS kind of popping up here as well. Got another minute, 20 seconds before the market opens, guys. Make sure you're ready to go, make sure you have some limit orders maybe put into the stockpile. BRQS is kind of interesting. I'm going to be watching IMRN first. It's only got a 5% more pullback until it hits $10. Maybe $10 isn't going to bounce as nice as we were hoping. I don't know. Another 50 seconds here. Market is down a little bit. 30 seconds here till the market opens. Let's see if DPW holds this high. Or is it going to crack below VWAP quickly? That's the big question. Watching DPW. Possible move to the upside on DPW. Enter at 478. Looking for that break of 5. Looking for the break of $5 here. Whew, quick sell off. Still holding, looking to get an exit on this one really soon here. Trying to get an exit. I had good till cancel open. Hold up. This is a bit annoying. Amateur hour mistake on my end. Still watching this one. Strong pullback so far. Down about 5% on this one. Still pulling off. Still down on it. Might even look for a red to green here. Looking for a red to green here on DPW. Being quite careful though, because it's up so much. Gonna get stopped out here at 49. Took about a 8% loss on this one. Actually, more like a 6% loss. Got to be careful here. I've been tripping over myself a little bit. I forgot to move the good till cancel down. So that's always an annoying mistake. Let's see if we can get actually another entry here. I really like this big support of 4.4. Got another fill here, looking for that red to green move. Maybe we can get it this time. Again, not really the nicest entry. Gonna give this one quick shot here. Not gonna hold it much longer. 45. Just trying to get out of this one. Really tripping over myself a lot today. Just watching it here. Stop at 32. Yeah, down 155 bucks today. Not my best start to the day. Can't really go down more than this. Looks like I'm getting, my stops are going off at the worst spots too. So not a hot open for me. Been looking for a red to green on DPW, didn't get it. Was looking for a red to green on IMRN. This one actually did it. So yeah, just huge mistakes on my end. Gotta be a little bit more careful here, guys, before I basically hit my max stop on the day. Gotta be very careful. Watching 43. Fairly wicked sell it's had. I'm not going to jump on this one until I get a maybe a bigger confirmation of a dip here. All right, 20s looks like to be the bigger support zone right now. Finally pulling up. IMRN looks pretty healthy as well. $37, it's 9:37 a.m. So let's kind of give it a little bit here. Very sloppy open for me. I think a little bit was, I was up on DPW right out of the gates. I was up like 6-7%. Wanted to take my profits on the break above 5. We didn't get the break above 5. Then all of a sudden I was down on this one. So eeks. One of those opens, huh? That's how it is sometimes. Got IMRN, also looking kind of interesting. Breaking VWAP. Or at least definitely a possible break of VWAP. Keeping a close eye on DPW, see if it puts any sort of support in here. Back into 40s. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and buy a possible breakout here on DPW. Just missed the breakout. I hate when I'm trading sloppy like this, so I gotta take a step back here. Don't want to chase a move like I did with DPW just now in that red to green move. So I got to be very, very careful here. Don't want to make the same mistake 3 times in a row. DPW looks like it is possibly selling off again here. IBIO, one of the lead gappers on the day. Interesting open, but a little shaky as well. HTBX had that break of 3, then quickly pulled back. Wonder how that's going to hold up. TNXP, interesting. Just an interesting morning here. Nice, Michael. Good work. I'm not really sure where DPW is going to have a little bit of a bounce here. I'm trying to look for some clear support zones, but maybe around $4 could be it. And the 5-minute IMRN actually looks pretty okay. IMRN looks like it might even break this VWAP zone. I'm going to keep an eye out for it. I would like an entry pretty soon on it. I do have to be a little bit more risk averse right now. That was a 20% move on IMRN. So yeah, I mean, the obvious move I called out pre-market, I didn't take. It's always annoying when that happens. It's 9:44 a.m. here. DPW breaking out of 4. Well, I'm a little nervous on another flush on this one. I'm not really sure if I want to be part of that. So I'm going to probably not trade this one. Yeah, here we go. IMRN trying to break above the 12. This is the key zone on this one. Yeah, DPW finally doing that move I was waiting for. It's so painful when you kind of are trading this on the wrong side the whole time. And IMRN both break out. Oh, that's how it is sometimes. Hopefully you guys are having a little bit better luck on Monday than I am. So far, I've just kind of been chilling on the wrong side of the trade today. I feel like IMRN was a pretty obvious call. I just constantly wanted a bigger pullback, and I think that cost me a pretty decent entry on it for sure. Calm down, yeah. Well, it's one of those days. DPW with a flush. Ew. I can't believe I missed IMRN. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kicking myself pretty hard. That is just... It's the worst when you call out a move pre-market and you're like, that's what I want to trade. You trade something else, you lose money, and then what you wanted to trade takes off like a little rocket. Oh well. It's just how it is sometimes. It's only my own fault. Yeah, it's sutsy for sure. That's why I haven't taken another trade now in like 15 minutes. I had to calm down a little bit. Yeah, made some pretty easy mistakes this morning for sure. DPW with another pullback here. Down about 25% from pre-market highs. Yeah, HCBX actually looking pretty good. I wonder, is IMRN going to hold this kind of $12 area? That's my question. Victoria, I know how you feel right now. Shrikant, okay, we're kind of pretty much in the same boat here. IMRN actually looks like it might hold this area. Oh, it looks like I bought AAL on my long-term account. Not gonna switch to that right now. Nice, Corey. It looks like it's working out. If I was a little bit more stable this morning, I probably would have done that trade as well. It is a pretty nice first VWAP breakout retest, but you know, IMRN actually looks pretty hot again. IBIO, oof, it's just up so much, make me a little bit nervous. Also having wicked pullbacks. IMRN, I mean, DPW has just a pretty wicked amount of sellers at 4.2, but if those get chopped away at one point, might see I'm watching DPW right now. Some decent support growing here around 4. Back to 415. Let's see if 4 can hold here, or is it going to break? That's the big question. Got a bit of an entry here at 4. Working up to full size here on DPW. $4 might chip though. 4 chipping away. I would probably buy more under 4. Just gotta, watch the price action. Always cautious of these weak bounces. Nine-minute EMA has the potential of crack. I do like what I'm seeing here. Just don't know if this is going to be a flush or not. You got to watch out. I'd really like to see that break of 4 too. Some buyers, looks like on the order book, you can see a time of sales. Some bigger numbers coming in through now. 416, really would want to see this area crack. Selling half of my position here. Good thing I did, because it looks like it might not break out all the way, so I sold the other half of my position. Small win here, a little bit of a base hit, but I was looking for boom, 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 a quick move. I did not want to stay around for a flush. It could still break out. I'm not saying it's not going to break out, but I was kind of, it was getting a little risky. So here we go. This is the move, possibly, that I was waiting for. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Ryan, I feel you, man. Especially because I'm already on a bit of a losing streak. I don't need to look for the home run right out of the gates. Here we go, 413, 415, 416, 17, break of 20. Come on, let's see it. Okay, there we go, the break of 20. So yeah, it looks like I sold too soon. It happens. Hey man, after being down though, you're not trying to look for home runs. That's how you get even more emotional. So I will. It's struggling though. It's definitely a slow breakout. If I can make a few good trades and kind of get the ship moving in the right direction again, I will do that. No FOMO here. 420 breaking nicely now. Okay, good stuff. So we were right. Unfortunately, I should have probably just sold my whole position on that first move. I would have probably held this one longer if I was already had a nice cushion on the day, if I was green on the day. But you know, if this spiked quickly to the downside, I would have got shaken out. I would have been too nervous holding a position like this. So yeah, it is what it is. So we're, you know, digging out of the hole a little bit. You had a liquidated 280. Were you short on that one? Or no, it doesn't make sense if you're waiting for it to break 325. Stretch on, yeah. So what does it mean? IMRN, so watch this one. What does VWAP mean? VWAP, guys, volume weighted average price. It's calculating support zones for you. Doesn't mean that the price is going to reach that area or break that area or anything. But it is oftentimes where big support is. I like to use it because a lot of traders use it, and it's nice to look at something that everyone's looking at. DPW, man, what a shaky kind of breakout here. I mean, this could be the beginning of a bigger move, but man, oh man. Talk about not a big confidence booster in that overall setup. Only thing good about that one was that our position entry was okay. That second trade on DPW was such a mistake on my end. That's really where I think my biggest mistake came from today. Yeah, Shrikant, that's a good answer. Harsh, no one knows. It's all about just kind of watching these tickers kind of play out and see if you can identify some good setups. IMRN, guys, I gotta say this one's really a little bit depressing for me to watch because I wanted to buy it at 10. Now it's at $15, up 50%. So wow, did I drop the ball hard on this one. There's really no other way to say that. Nice, Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big 5-minute green candles on the IMR, and really, really nice. Our lead gapper on the day just absolutely killing it. So I don't know what I was doing not trading this one. I should have been buying at 10 like a freaking animal. Runs up here. 15%. Yeah, could have been part of that one easily. IMRN, is this one halted? This one could be halted. Nope. Wow, there's been a lot of like these fake halts going on lately. They've been freaking me out. Looks like IMRN now is officially halted. DPW doing what we asked it to do this whole time. It was just waiting for me to get out. Now, how do we want to trade this one? You know, 5 million float with that big EV charger line, which is a huge macro trend. So this one has macro trend and micro news. Very strong pre-market, but sold off also very, very strong. So if this one breaks above VWAP, you know, this could be back into play. But so far, you know, clear back holders on this one. The price could not get over $5 to save its life. Big sell-offs. Past history on DPW is also quite negative in terms of, you know, several spikes that just pull down. So yeah, I don't know. I would almost prefer this to trade this in the afternoon if it holds the $4 zone for like another few hours, but that's very wishful thinking. Yeah, I'm talking about DPW right now. Again, its biggest sell candle is on that. It's on the red. Biggest red candle's on. Its biggest volume candle is red. Ooh, tongue twisters. Gonna get an open here at 10:09:38 on IMRN. So that's one of the things I'm also looking for. Basically a minute and a half. DPW trying here. It's trying hard. Sell volume is increasing on the 5 minutes. That looks kind of promising. Here we go, breaking out. This could break past VWAP here. Possible small trade at 4.4. Small position size here at 452. Looking for that break of VWAP. Small size, but we got the breakout. Wow. Not gonna lie, I barely ever trade breakouts, so this one was a little bit sketchy. But, you know, base hits, guys. Base hits. Slowly getting out of the hole. Very slowly. I actually wanted to sell at 4.7, but I kind of was sloppy. I clicked stop instead of sell. I sold because I was trading a quick breakout of VWAP. That happened and I sold. It's very, very straightforward here. IMRN, guys, absolutely wicked move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 big 5-minute candles in a row. The one time I don't buy the big red to green move on the ticker that I called out. So definitely kicking myself about this one just a little bit. Very nice move. We got big support here, roughly at 17. Be careful with DPW. I don't really trust it. Might trade it again here soon, but we'll see. A lot of the large caps are pulling back that we were talking about. Finally got the big breakout. Yeah, Shrikant. That's true. Thanks, man. Yeah, Sharkies, thanks, but clearly I don't know how to trade them today. Get your balls out. And balls are not totally out yet. We'll see. I'll drop the pants soon. Is IMRN going to get halted here on this quick pullback to 17 that we were talking about? 14% move. It freaking could. After that nice of a rally, I'd probably rather wait for a 5-minute setup. I'm being full wussy mode right now. Whoa, DPW, guys, huge breakout. Just cracked 4.6. Sorry for yelling in your guys' ears, but that's the move we were waiting for. Wow, talk about, I should have just held at 4. We'd be up like 300, 400 bucks right now. But you just never know. And when you're down and you're about to get stopped out of the day for trading, you better take those profits when you have them. Whew, guys, DPW is about to get halted here. It is freaking exploding. It just shot up 15% in 2 minutes. Whew, getting some action back in the field, huh? DPW is holding its highs really nicely as well. I don't know why I was trying to trade this one so aggressively in the market open. Especially with TOS. My laggy computer. 180 Pro. I'm glad I can offer some entertainment here. Over here about to get a heart attack. No, I'm just kidding. We're keeping it calm and collected, guys. We're keeping it calm. That was an absolutely wicked play here on IMRN. IMRN looks like it's pulling back again here. That first dip was about 12%. Anything in the 15s, I'd probably consider maybe dip buying on this. Gotta watch out though. 10.15. DPW looks quite top heavy in this area, but it's holding its highs really well. Now there goes the DPW pullback, 485, still selling off. IMRN trying to break back above the EMA. Renee, okay. Take care, man. Like I'm out of money. IMRN pulling back. Yeah, DPW, I'm looking for a bit of a dip on it as well. DPW had that 9-minute EMA, now breaking possibly back above 5. Whew! This ticker is just absolutely wicked. I'm not going to trade this possible breakout of 5 because last time I did that, I got it flushed down and it's so hard. And I just don't want to do that again. I think it's too late for the no FOMO thing, but we're coming back a little bit. We're coming back for sure. DPW breaking above 5. Are we going to break about 5 to 2? This could get halted if this continues like that. Oh my God. Not a lot of buying volume, so be careful, guys. That sell volume was much more aggressive. Nice, Curie. 125 up. That's good. All right, Crash, take care. Here's the DPW having that flush that we were talking about. Woo. It's really no fun, some of these. I'm not sure how this one didn't get halted already. VWAP bounce on DPW right now. Who's gonna do it? You won't. I'm just looking at the order book down here. I'm looking at the time of sales over here, and then I like to place entries and exits here. So just kind of keeping my eyes open, looking for those big orders going through. IMV breaking higher. I'm going to go back to IMRN because I like to have 2 tickers I'm watching. I think there's just so many shorts on Tesla that they keep getting squeezed on out. It's hard to say though. It's a I wouldn't be trading Tesla at this point in time. I feel like even if you were a hardcore investor and you loved the company, I feel like I'd rather just buy back below 1,000, which probably at one point it will go. DPW, quite a little ferocious dip here again. Maybe a move under 4.5 would be an interesting entry. Not sure if that's a number that we're going to see though. $10.21. Big pullback to the 50s. Definitely on the backside of a pretty substantial move. Having a little VWAP retest right now, 4.6. Look at IMRN, guys. What is going on with this ticker? I don't know when Tesla's gonna drop, but I don't know. I have nothing against Tesla. I actually want to buy Tesla, but I feel like it's a little bit overextended to where I'd want to buy it. I don't know, we could check that one out later, ACRS. Ooh, IMRN pulling back a little heavier now. Strong move there. Can we break the 15? 1530, 1540. Doesn't look like 15 is going to crack here. Just got an entry here on DPW. Decent support here at 44. Closing this one. Looks like it might pull back one more time here. Don't like those weak bounces. Yeah, a little shaky on my end. I could have held that a little bit longer. 49. Basically did the pullback I was waiting for. Let's kind of watch this one a bit longer here. Basically a scratch, a total scratch of a trade. Pulling back here now. Gonna get one more entry, maybe possible entry at 41. $10.26. Just got to fill 300 shares. $302 shares. What an awkward number. Possibly breaking back above 50. Man, my trust in this ticker is just non-existent, to be honest. I'm gonna close again. Another scratch here. I like to see these breakouts happen quicker, and I don't want to get stuck in a flush. And here we go. There's the flush. So good thing I was a little bit cautious on it. Still same kind of game plan here. Maybe we can get it again. Still got a lot of work to do if I want to dig myself out of this hole. Man, the selling pressure on DPW is just absurd. It's really, really strong. Doesn't look like it has that selling energy in it like it used to. I'm just kind of watching this one, see how. It's a sketchy stock. It's a really, really sketchy one, but you know, when you stare at a stock sometimes for a little bit longer, sometimes you get a better feel for it, but I don't know. Caution is key, I would say, with this one. Especially if you're looking for reversals. Yeah, 40, 38, pulling back again here. Definitely looks like some sort of support is coming in here. I like the fast rate of change with it. I think that makes it pretty exciting to watch. see you guys calling out IBIO. Yep, IBIO stair stepping up here. Guys, remember it's not 10:30. Sometimes you want to be a little more cautious in these zones. IBIO is up from 5 cents. This thing is up 100%. I mean, 100 times. Just, keep that in mind. Big green day today. Volume is fading though on this one. Today's probably going to be a strong day though. So far it has been for IBIO. Our lead gapper on the day as well. And I might have to throw in the towel pretty soon. I'm not really seeing those moves I want to jump behind, with confidence. I'm not sold on what I'm seeing. IBIO, this is a pretty sweet move here, 8%, very quick. I like that. I don't like the fact that it's so overextended. Makes me very nervous to trade something like this, especially past 10:30. Nice, Jay. Take them profits. Morning, Satoshi. Happy to have you. Yeah, today's definitely a little bit of a losing Monday, at least for me. It's been kind of choppy. We were up pre-market like $70, and then I gave it back. Then we were up again, and then I gave it back, and then I really gave it back. And we've been pretty much crawling out of like $150 loss ever since. Now down at about $60 loss for the day. The thing about IBIO is it's super overextended, but it's how far is it going to go? It could easily just keep on running and have a big blow off top today, but I don't think I'd want to stick around and even, be there for that, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, HTBX having some issues here, no surprise. DPW looks like it could see a flush here. IMRN is actually probably one of the more interesting tickers at the moment. I'm thinking, is IMRN going to break back above VWAP? We're going to start seeing a move. Yeah, for sure, Shark. Yeah, I feel you. Be right back, guys. IMRN dropping a bit here. Could see a dip below VWAP at this point. Yeah, Michael, yeah, I feel you. I'm being too busy with one ticker. That was also a bit of my problem today. Oh, interesting, Justin. All right, we can look at J in a little bit. I think IMRN might have a crack of VWAP here in a second. If it does, maybe we'll see some trading opportunities on it. I don't want to sit around here and just wait for that, so I'll put an alert on this one. Oops. My alert was not set up properly. Okay, well, there goes the crack that I was waiting for anyway. 475. The last big drop was 16%. So this one right now is at 10%. We've also had a drop here about 11%. So these drops are pretty common. So if we get another kind of 9% drop zone, it'd be right under $14. So I'm going to be looking for a possible entry on IMRN under 14. Again, setting up an alert here. DPW looks like it does want to crack back above the 4.4. It's tried several times in this area so far, but I'm too nervous for a potential flush on it. JE is looking actually quite interesting because it's up 100%, has $30 million volume on the day, so clearly it has attention. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't dropped a like yet and you're enjoying the content, don't forget to drop a like. I really, really appreciate it. I know it's been a shaky day, but at least we all are enjoying the community. That's the best part as well. All right, so JE, it's a Canadian utilities company, diversified. With 107 million float. Kind of on the higher end, but makes me kind of feel confident that if this thing dips, I wouldn't see it, totally getting destroyed. It is sub-dollar. I oftentimes don't trade those. But we had nice volume breaking back above the VWAP. This actually looks pretty decent here. Actually, if I traded this, I would need some pretty decent size. Let's see if we can do a little ride on this one. Got a very small fill, very small position size. This is going after the macro trend of overall Canadian stocks going up because coronavirus positive, just vaccine hopes. Again, very small size on this one. So yeah, we're probably up 5% or so already. Just kind of crazy how low my size is. Having a quick pullback here. My IMRN alert did not go off. We are at below 14. I'm gonna let this one ride a little more. Nice little move here on JE. We should be up like 150 bucks right now. But it's very small size, just kind of fun little one. Nice to see something working a little bit better today. Still in a clear uptrend on JE. Bigger resistance here at 85. Also at 83. Can we break 8? That's the big question. Breaking 8 right now. Pulling back. Bit of a micro pullback there. Second attempt now at 8. Good thing my beard grew out a little bit. Now I can play with it while I wait for a possible continuation here. Looking for a final break above 8, like I was saying, 8.3 and 8.5, huge resistance zone. So I would probably not, hold past those areas, but a break past 8 is something I would like to see. Missed my entry on IMRN, which is a little unfortunate. I had that perfect touch off 14. My limit order was a little bit lower on it, so I just missed that. All right, Corey, take care, man. Happy to have you here like always. We all win together, lose together, Satoshi. That's one way to put it, for better or worse. Looking for another move here. Still trending to the upside on JE. These extended decimal places are always quite the headache. I'd really like to see this thing continue. If it dips down, I'd probably consider averaging down. Here we go. This could be the break. It's set at 8. It's giving it another attempt here. Possible add above 7.9. IMRN breaking above 15 possibly here in a second. Looking good. Really light volume on JE right now. Let's see this one. I would like to see a bit more momentum coming in on this one. We still have that possible break of 8. Seven, 9, 8. There we go. Can we get one more move on this one? JE is quite the slow and steady ticker, huh? Might have to take some profits in this area. Was looking for that break of 8 a little bit stronger. We're back below 8. Probably it's going to have maybe one more attempt here in this area. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to continue this little streak we were on. So there we go. I took my profits on this one. I do think we might, again, try that 0.8. I would have took profits much quicker on this breakout of 8. It's a nice little 1% move. It was small trade. It's a very small trade. We should have been up over $100 on this one, but hey, I am not complaining about some profits right now, especially what we've seen today. But probably my biggest winner, smallest position size. That's just how it goes sometimes. 1050, guys. Let's keep that in mind. DPW forming a little bit of a rounded bottom here, but I've been a little skeptical with this one overall. HTBX. It's trying. Oh, big flash. Thanks, Sharky. Great call out, guys, on JE as well. I wasn't really looking at it, but once you guys called it out and I gave it a quick glance, I like the trend it was in, and that was the big reason I entered JE. We didn't have a lot of stocks, trending higher as nice as JE, so that was a big reason behind that one. Do I think DPW will reverse? Whew, I have no idea. I'm nervous that DPW is gonna have some sketchy stuff coming out. Here we go. Look at this. They even have a catalyst about 2.43. Yeah. This is why it opened up so lightly. Actually, this was 629. Never mind. Fake news. That's not true. Although, maybe that's not false because this was at 24. 20. This happened here on the 629. They got exercise price. They got warrants at 243. So yeah, I mean, pre-market, nah, okay, it actually went over that area. But who knows what other kind of warrants are out. I actually did not check the warrants for DPW. But the way it's been trading, you'd feel that there's something going on. JE broke 81. Oh, congrats to anyone holding JE. Sweet. Yeah, I got out of this one probably just a tad bit too soon, huh? Yeah, that was the break that I was waiting for. Sweet stuff, though. Fun little ticker, for sure. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if it rode, just kind of kept on riding up here. It's had some nice pre-market action, but yeah, nice, Justin. That's funny. Yeah, is JE a possible swing? I have no idea. I don't know anything about this company. I just like their intraday trend, so that's why I jumped in on this one. The fact that it has 107 million float does give me a little bit more caution that it's not going to just fall off a cliff. Also, long term, it has been pulling off, but it looks like it's found a bit of support here at the 0.3. So a big kind of question I would probably say is, can we crack back above the dollar? And we even have this other point of resistance at 0.89. So I'd probably consider really looking closely at that 0.88, 0.89 zone. Then we have the 180-day moving average, big resistance at 106. If I was to swing trade this one, I would not probably hold it too long unless I fundamentally believed in the company, which is no longer day trading or really swing trading sometimes. It's really a bit of a more form of investing. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. Big resistance above. I'm probably done trading this one. But yeah, I sold too soon. But hey, the goal is not to get, perfect entry, perfect exit. So the first trade on the day with IMRN, we were up. No, that's not true. Wait, was it DPW? Yeah, first trade on the day, I think with DPW. No. With IMRN, that's the one. We were up like 75 bucks today, and ever since then, it's been a sloppy day for me. Just giving back profits. 10:56 here. I'm most likely done with trading unless we see some really nice setup somewhere. So I'm going to keep scanning. Maybe we will find something. I wouldn't be surprised if I try to do a little bit of afternoon trading because, you know, we have been seeing afternoon or midday sometimes getting a little bit really hypey. So I might look for a little bit of that as we see some stocks making a little bit nicer 5-minute setups, which I think IMRN is really paving the way for a 5-minute setup. As long as this thing, you know, keeps holding its highs here at 14. DPW, I'm pretty skeptical about this one. I have been kind of the whole time. I should have listened to my gut a little bit more, but I'm happy that we're not super down anymore. That's a good feeling. It's definitely trying. DPW about to have that $4 retest. I'm going to check out IBIO. I see you guys calling it out. Plus, I haven't been looking at it for quite some time now. IBIO. The great part about not seeing any entries to trade is it gives you that time to think about it. Have I hit that like button yet? Am I contributing to the community? Have I done my part? Especially on a Monday. Oh, where the first 2 trades were big red trades. We extra need the community. I think IBIO would have freaking faked me out so hard on these breakouts. They were just really fakey. Ugh. I don't even know if I could look at IBIO without getting like instant stress, a shift of blood pressure. Ooh, IMRN guys did not hold the 14. Still selling off. Not really what I wanted to see. $12 is the next major support, and then we have 13 as kind of a halfway house. Ooh, DPW broke $4. Oh my God, what isn't selling off right now? Paradox says I am in IBIO. Hey, anything's possible. It's just because I think something does not even remotely mean it's even a fraction of percent true. So everyone has a different strategy. I mean, literally, if you did the opposite of what I did today, you'd be profitable. So. Next stop at 1271 IMRN. That's an interesting little spot. You know, the quarters are always, they tend to perform very well. And then we do have this top here at like 1260s or 1270 or something in this area. So yeah, if 13 cracks, I would probably expect to see a little bit of support in this area. So we'll see. DPW $4 is try to hold. What happened with HTBX? I wonder how I would try to trade HTBX on like a overnight hold or something like that. I think what we know about HTBX, besides the fact that eventually warrants come out and this thing sells off like no tomorrow, and then they do reverse split and it's a horrible investment, we know that 150 is pretty decent support. We got $1 is pretty decent support. $2 looks like an interesting zone, and this kind of 9-minute EMA, or actually the 15-minute EMA, is here at 1.5. So let's quickly go to the hourly and think about, how would we want to maybe possibly trade a bigger pullback? And I think HTBX has some big support, $2. That could be kind of interesting. If you notice, they've been having a decrease in volume. Whoops, that's not the thing I wanted. They've been having a decrease in overall daily volume, while the stock price is still, clearly going up. So there's divergence there. This is one of my favorite kind of swing trade tools. It's very, very simple price action analysis. And basically, if there's diversion and we're moving up higher and there's less and less volume, eventually, it's like running up a mountain. And the higher you get, the more winded you get. And at one point, if you picture yourself in a car, maybe even, you don't just stop, but you start going backwards. And that eventually gains momentum very quickly, especially when stops get executed, let's say at 2.7. So if this thing does crack, which I'm not saying it will, there's a good chance that it might, have a retest of 2. Or it comes out with an offering and then it goes down to like $1 or $1.05 like in a minute. So I don't know. That's the two ways that I think HTBX is going to end. Or like what's been happening with a lot of these small caps is they just explode to $10 and I'm totally wrong. So I don't know. The thing is, you just never know for sure. And I find it a lot of risk at this current moment of time for HTBX. So that's my thought. But it could easily have a big blow off top, or it could easily, have a short squeeze. I don't know. Everyone's got a different opinion. IBO, could this be the move? Let's check it out. DPW with a possible break of the 4-minute EMA, the 9-minute EMA at the $4 could be a move as well. Breaking out with a quick pullback. Can we break 635? Boom! Good call on that one, David. DPW did not have that 9-minute EMA breakout. Could be cracking 4. Ooh, cracking 4. Ooh. Quick crack, huh? Once it goes down, it goes down. Really seems like this kind of $315 zone is quite important. So that might be how I would want to trade DPW in the afternoon. Kind of like from 315 to like 320, 330, that whole area. Right now we cracked big support at 4, so I would not be dip buying this one just yet. That was a pretty substantial area, unless it popped back above it. IDRA, I've not been looking at this one at all. Yeah, I had a pretty clear double top on that one. Might have another retest. I like the fact that today it actually has much more volume on it. Found some big support at 2.6. Maybe it's going to have another attempt to break 3, especially pre-market. Just kind of in the beginning of a potentially longer move. Yeah, IDRA, interesting call on this one. Not really sure if it's something that I would swing, but really worth looking into, I would argue. Yeah, 3.5 is an interesting zone as well. But for now, it's kind of consolidating a little bit. IMRN seems to have good news, but at the same time, it hasn't really held any of its big spikes, and that would make me not want to hold IMRN overnight. Now, I would probably consider buying IMRN on a bigger dip, especially in like in this $750 zone. This actually looks pretty good, but I don't think I would hold it from here unless it like closed really, really strong in the afternoon. And place a limit order on this one. Very, very small size to avoid any sort of big casualties, but I do think, 750 as an interesting support zone. I could be too cautious with this order, but I'm just going to kind of leave it here. All right, guys, I think I'm actually going to wrap up trading for today because I'm not seeing any moves that are getting me too excited. IMRN looks like it's trying to break back above VWAP here, but until I really start seeing some activity, I don't think I really want to be trading anything. So I'm going to probably take a step back, have a little bit of a lunch or, early dinner, and then jump back on maybe in the afternoon, have some alerts, see if things start trending higher again. let's quickly go here, check out how the day ended. So we ended the day down $22, $23 basically, $22.90. Not really too bad for the fact that IMRN, we were down like 160 bucks on this one. At first, what else do we have? Oh, I mean DPW and then IMRN. Yeah, this was a bit of a messy one for me. Missed the most obvious, most clear move on IMRN, that bounce off of $10. Really kicking myself about that one. This one could have been an easy big green day, but then I started chasing fast moves with DPW and really just tripped over myself 3 times in a row. So that kind of brought me down, actually only 2 times in a row. So that gave back all my profits, and I pretty much had to dig myself out of the hole. It's kind of funny that JE is actually our biggest winner on the day. Would have been nice to use maybe $1,400 on this one instead of $700. So using 2,000 shares, we could have walked away 80 bucks or so, which would have put us green on the day. But it doesn't really matter if you're green on the day, red of the day. It just, matters overall. How did you trade? Did you manage your risk properly? And I think besides maybe getting too aggressive out of the gates, I think I did manage my risk pretty properly. So I feel like today's a pretty good day. Yeah, I lost money today day trading small caps, but last week was a great week. The week before last week was a great week. It's been pretty good, and every now and then you have a red day. So not really too upset about it at all. I'm just going to go here to show my filled orders so I can document them easier in the live stream. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. It's holding in size, and that's what I'm thinking about when I see IBO. It's funny, David. Let's see. Let me know if you trade it. Trade it again or hold it. Yeah, Justin, that's super true. Always good thing to think about. The market's trying to get you on the wrong side of the trade, and today it got me on the wrong side of the trade. It was playing off my emotions, and I fell for it. So that's a little bit annoying. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, make some awesome trades. If you're totally new here, consider subscribing. We go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to trade the market open. Would love to see you there. We review our watch list, and then we get going. Yeah, guys. So till then, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the recap video later today. Ciao, ciao. Now I gotta figure out how to stop the stream again. The joys. Big support on DPW at 2.9. Either it's gonna get chipped away or it's gonna have a little bit of a bounce.